So our only character clue so far is that this guy is kind of like Wolverine, kind of like Raphael. He tends to not follow orders, kind of wants to be a loose cannon. So you might want to choose a really intimidating looking bird, something like these hawks that have like actual mohawks, or the pelican, or
I was thinking,
the
well,
vultures.
I was thinking falcon.
Falcon, yeah, you can do a falcon, kestrel, or you can go a little humorous, have a tiny little hummingbird. You can,
Hummingbird, yeah. What's
something
his name?
fancier like a flamingo or a toucan.
Penguin.
You can have some kind of neat hornbill. So you can go ahead and choose whatever bird you like. And then we will tackle a couple of body types together versus the wings as hands, or feathers as fingers, or pair of wings and arms. Like there's a couple of.
Are there any references to like the characters supposed to look like, or is it just birds?
Yeah, I didn't have time to do a demo this week, so unfortunately no actual demo to work off of. But if you want to check the other board for the bird character, that just like the inspiration
Oh yeah.
images that I collect, I think I have a few of those. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. I'll try to get
Oh,
this.
okay, there you go. For a second, I was like, oh no, do we have not have that to work off of? I could do it without it, but it's like it just makes it
Yeah,
easy.
there's some bird bodies. There's like a tough looking bird guard. There's a toucan with some kind of crossbow. There's a couple in here. A couple of different like head shapes for different types of birds and eating habits. I'll give you guys that link too once I stop my sharing chat. Oops, it's closing my chat.
All right, I'm gonna go find it.
There's that one. So first up, let's go ahead and pick the type of bird that we want to use and actually download the image and put it into our file alpaca drawing space so that we'll have that reference, much like Michaela does with her drawings. Stick it right on your canvas. I'm still debating between a flamingo or, because they have really neat beaks, flamingo or maybe the kestrel because they've got cool colors. Flamingo, I think, would be more like comedy relief, though, since it's got that long neck and kind of neat bill.
How big are falcons again? I'll Google this real quick.
Yeah, I think I'll go for more of a, maybe that bearded vulture. He was pretty scary looking.
Yeah. My first thought when going with characters, like the reason why I picked a falcon is less of because like a falcon specifically, and more of because I know both like that one falcon character like from Star Fox, and also like Revali, one of my favorite characters based off of Falcon. So yeah.
Sounds like a good place to go then.
So tell us a little bit more about this guy. Does he have a name or any? And he has
Oh,
a
that's
chip.
right. Let's take a look at his name. I think it's on.
He has a chip on his shoulder. I remember.
Yes, he does have a chip on his shoulder.
He wanted to be the head guy, and instead it was Diggory.
Yeah.
Alan. Oh no, wait, that's the mouse.
Mouse.
Oh, the bird isn't in my file.
Oh, let me go ahead and update that super quick. Usually I have all this ready, but this week was crazy. Let me see. Oh, it's in my Google Drive. I have a feeling his name is Sol. I remember naming one of the characters after the sun. And I feel like he thinks he's big stuff, so. S-O-L. This is his name, I believe. I'll double check.
I forgot that the mouse's name was Val, and I should probably like write the names next to the characters so I remember what their names are.
Name your file.
Yeah, I've been trying to stick it in the file name also, just so I remember. And I usually put their animal name too. I go mouse, then the name.
I do them all on one file. because, so I can like have a easy way to put them all in a lineup.
Oh, to put them in lineup, yeah. Maybe start putting folders on your layers so you can keep them all together. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
just using the same layer to like sketch all of them?
yeah, I should, yeah, you're right about the folder thing. I should do that.
Oh, my computer's slowing down. Well, hopefully you guys are getting your bird references downloaded. Oh, there we go. I had to scroll down more. Here we go. Not much here, but I will copy it over. Oh, it's a girl. I forgot about that. Well, honestly, I think you guys can pick the genders because that's not a big
What?
deal. At first, I thought this was a guy, but now written here it says it's a girl.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter. You guys can do what you want.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling Christian like she can make the mouse a dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just pretending here, so it's fine.
Or
You guys have
like,
the link to the animation brief, or did I not?
I saved it in my favorites.
Okay, I'm gonna update it right now.
Now, what is it a link to?
It's the written up
Oh,
animation brief. That's usually where I stick all the links and all the character descriptions and such.
Tell me when you update it.
It should be updated, but it's so small. I'm also just going to copy it to the chat because that's nice and easy too.
It almost feels like I'm watching. I can see you edited in real time. Feels like.
I can. I think Google does some real-time editing. So Soul, a bird with a chip on her shoulder. She was up for the same promotion as Diggory, but in the end she had to watch that dumb mutt take the lead. Soul has a feeling, ... I didn't finish. So
Oh, you didn't finish.
has a feeling. Where was I going?
Has a feeling. That's it.
Has a feeling that.
feeling at all.
Yeah, something like that. Has a feeling that.
She has a
Something.
feeling.
Yes, has a feeling. So feel free to go ahead and input that with whatever you like. So I was getting my bearded vulture pictures. I think I'm gonna do bearded vulture.
So I like my first thought when I heard about this character was, oh, it's gonna be a villain that's gonna like try to do that. But then, all the other stuff, like about how she's supposed to be on the team. He or she is supposed to be on the team, right?
Yeah. But there's plenty of teams that have had team members go bad, so who knows? Maybe in season 3, there's a plot twist. And
Oh yeah, one of those.
saves the team, and then has the redemption arc. So I'm going to switch over to share screen just to show you guys what I'm going to have on my file backup. I've got my new file opens. File, I'm going to open as a layer and find my bearded vulture and stick that in there. I'm going to name my layer for reference. And I don't think I even said if this character is like a wizard or a knight or
No.
a thief or
Are the rest of the
right?
files like that?
No, the rest of them I'm working on as we go.
Oh, okay.
But
It
now you
must
guys
be
get
a knight if he thinks he's going to be the chief knight.
That's true. Like if you think you're up for the same promotion, you'd probably be the same thing as the guy you beat or lost the promotion to. So probably a knight soldiery type, maybe a more experienced sword fighter or spear fighter, maybe has a specialization in a certain type of weapon. You might also get away with barbarian if you want to go for like somebody with a club or a mace or something like that.
Yeah, I think I might want to go for maybe barbarian or something like similar but different.
Yeah, not exactly the same as Diggory, but in the same general field. So I'm also going to download a Pinterest image here, which has the wing arms versus. Oh, my screen sharing is paused. I guess it doesn't show this part, but I'm just going to do this real quick, get these images.
Oh, hey, I just gotta warn you. I don't know if it's like my computer or audio or something, but you guys are coming. Sometimes you guys come out a bit mumbly, and I can't understand you.
Okay, well, feel free to ask me to repeat myself on anything.
Okay. Wakes for me.
Okie dokie. So I got my files. I'm going to import them in. File, open as a layer. Go down, get my wing arms.
Ooh.
And let's make this bigger. So here's one option for the wings as hands problem, and that is the feathers become the fingers of the hand. We did that a little bit with the Zelda character. With the is his name
Oh
Rudo
wait,
or is he a Rudo?
Soul doesn't link to the Pinterest file.
Oh no! I'll put that in right after I get this one. The other version is you can have feathered arms that end in actual hands. So together we can practice one of each body type. You can stick your own head on, and then we'll see which one we like better. So again, I'm going to put these on the reference layer. I'm going to shrink this guy down a bit.
I think you lost a bit of it.
Yeah, it's okay if I lost his head. I don't need his head or his feet. I just needed his hands. Shrink this one down a little bit. Put that one over
Oh wait,
there.
Betsy.
Yeah.
You know what? The anime. I recently watched the entire anime Brand New Animal, and it has a bunch of like cool animal designs.
Oh, you got that one? I started watching it, but I didn't hold my interest for very long. I have to have something like a super great fight scene or something to keep me interested before I can go on with the rest of the story. So maybe I'll give it another shot. Because I've been seeing a lot of fan art for it, so I figure that's always a good sign.
Oh
But I
yeah,
think
I,
it's not.
I did a little bit of fan art for it, except I have it's not finished. It's just like currently like a little bit of plotting out. But yeah.
Cool, cool. Whoops, I think I made it bigger in the wrong way. Let's go back to my canvas size. 5,000. I hope they'll fix that someday where you have to adjust your canvas in pixels. Who works in pixels? Nobody works in pixels. All right, so let's try our wing arms first. I'm going to grab my sketching color. I'm going to get a new layer for sketching.
Hey, could you do me a favor and link to like the Pinterest page in the
The
chat?
one of soul or the one of all the birds?
So.
Of just soul. Okay. Do that. And oh, where's the window?
Okay, there it is. Thank you.
You got it? Okay. We'll go back to screen sharing. Back to file packet. There we go. So I'm just going to sketch out a circle for the head because I don't know what kind of head we're putting on yet. Sketching out a quick neck. Sketching out a quick body. Birds tend to be lean, tend to have a puffed out chest for all those muscles that they need for flying. And do a little bit of a bean shape like that. And then these are some pretty standard poses, so I'm probably going to make it a little more in character. Maybe have one holding whatever weapon I have this character use. So I'm going to do big feathery fingers, big blocks. What's nice with the feather arms is you do get these great big changes in shape, which really help the silhouette of the character. And this one's going to be clenched fist in anger. How dare you take my promotion, you dumb dog. Arr.
I think it's kind of nice, but also little off that like once I go into like the area where it's like show stuff similar, it's recommending me a bunch of Falcon people based off of like my most recent Google search.
Oh, yeah. Pretty sure Pinterest and Google share some kind of algorithm, because a lot of times I'll look up something on Google that's totally unrelated to what I want on Pinterest, and yet there it is.
Yeah.
But I guess it's useful in this context.
Yeah. It's pretty common to see bird legs done this way, where the feathers come down to what would be either the knee or the heel on a human. And since we're doing digigrade, we're going to do those bird legs that go backward and then forward and then into the foot. And your foot style is going to change depending on your bird species. It might have 2 toes in front, 1 in back, or 2 in back. I'll check those details later. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I found that kind of kills my character design flow. Whenever I stop and look up reference or try to research your facts, it just kills my drawing flow. So I'm just going to do as much as I can with my own imagination or my own plotting out that there's going to be a tail there.
You know, this character does kind of remind me of like Rivali, because he's got kind of something similar to this character.
Yeah, I see a lot in common. So there's my first attempt with the wing arms, and then I'm going to go ahead and draw another one down here, same pose, but with the hands at the end. So would I start drawing this all from scratch again? No way, we're doing digital, so I'm just going to duplicate that layer, swing it down over here, and erase the arms. And then I'll go ahead and put on some feathery arms that have a hand on the end. Maybe more similar to the bird feet. I might have the feathers and like maybe the wrist. And I've got them side by side, and I can take a look at what I prefer. And a lot of things can help you with this decision. You can go, well, which one looks more feminine? Which one looks tougher? Which one looks more fun to draw? There are many different criteria that you can use.
I know a good character who's like looks really tough but also feminine, like the tiger from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
He's really good. And I think the cat captain in Treasure Planet doesn't get enough credit. She was a really good design. She had some really strong angles, but was still very graceful and cat-like. So I'm kind of leaning towards the one that has more like hands and less of feather fingers. That's probably going to be the one I'm going to choose.
I think I'm gonna use the feather fingers. I just feel like that blends with my other designs better.
Excellent. See, there's something else you can take into consideration. Which one looks more suitable to the characters you already have? That's a definite good one. I might want to bring in my characters all into one file like you did, Michaela, so I can check that more easily. So I'm going to get rid of that one because I know I'm not using it. And then I'm going to start adding some of my particulars. So my bird, for example, let's get my reference. Let's maybe make this bigger so I can see some of it. So my bird's beak has this like bulbous point on the end, since I guess it's part of the vulture family and needs that hooked beak to do things. But I kind of liked this feather design too, because it kind of looks like a necklace or a breastplate maybe. I can use those feathers as hair, so I'm going to start putting in some of my particulars here. See if I can scoot that over just a bit more so I can have it in my view. A lot of these predator birds have a very short forehead, so I'm going to stick that in there. And she's going to have a big, thick neck. Oh, and this bird has kind of like feather pants that just go straight down all the way to the foot. So I might use that in my design. So that's where your reference is going to give you some ideas. Don't ever feel like you have to follow every part of a real bird though, because obviously this is a cartoon and not a real bird. But sometimes it just interferes with the design if you're going to be scientifically accurate.
Yeah, totally.
Plus we have to remember this is supposedly for an animation and they can't be spending tons and tons of money on something difficult to draw.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I drew characters for this, so I have like the other characters pictured, so that way I remember like the general vibe that the characters give off.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll get mine up here. I think I might actually do legs like that one Pokemon, that firebird that's kind of a human. Blaziken? Something akin?
Blaziken.
Blaziken, yeah, I might do Blaziken style. But here's something to be careful of right now. I've got just about equal lengths of legs and body, and it's making it look very stagnant and stiff. So I think I need to either shorten up the body and lengthen up the legs, or shorten the legs and lengthen the body. Which one might work better? Well, this is digital drawing, so I can duplicate my layer, move it over, and let's say this is the one with the longer legs. I can just grab part of the leg, move it on down.
Well, hey, one thing I found is, sorry, I'm trying to like get my thoughts. I like one good thing for like good wing hands, where it's like the feathers turn into fingers, is to look up Rio, like the movie, and
the
like
movie Rio, yeah.
Yeah, Rio concept art, because they have a lot of that there.
Oh. This one I'm going to try the shorter legs. Oops, wrong layer.
I mean, the only thing is like the hands, like, it makes sense. The hands look very, very light.
Very, very light? In what way?
Yeah, like the feathers, like in the concept art at least, they look very, very thin and delicate.
Oh, well, that could be a thing.
Yeah, but only in like this one ref sheet where it's like they're drawing the concept art for it. And whenever it's like they're drawing like the two birds, it looks better. Anyway. So wait, what class? Oh yeah, now I remember.
And I can line them all up and say, okay, which one do I like the best? I'm actually kind of digging the short one.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I think we'll go with the short one. So then I can go ahead and either get rid of these or just put them in a folder that I sometimes call archive, just in case I ever want to go back and see something that I did before. It's in there, it's just not bothering me right now. Now I've got my sketch, and because this is digital, I can enlarge it back up to full size. Takes a minute, but it'll get there.
There we go.
There we go. I think I might shorten her tail, and she got shorter legs. Yeah, not too shabby. And I like this like collar of dark bottledness on my birds here, so I'm going to steal that like an artist. And then on here. And to make her look more like a knight, I think I'll have to look up a few more references on armor just to kind of get that going. So let's look
Yeah,
up
that's a good idea.
armor. Pinterest, show me what you got. Oh, cool things. Since this is animation, I'm probably not going to do something like this that has all the Celtic
No,
symbols in
absolutely not.
there. Yeah, we'll probably go more for something like this. Real basic. Couple of leather straps. Kind of what you do for your last minute Halloween costume, I guess.
One thing I like about like folded wings is they kind of look like a cape a little bit.
Oh yeah. Here's a couple of different types. I kind of like this thing right here because I already have the V. So then I could just put a jewel at the end. That'd be kind of cool. Or I can put some different chainmail below. That might be kind of cool.
Yep,
Or
that
this
is
one kind of looks
cool.
like wings, kind of like feathers on top. That's kind of neat. I'll go ahead and add this to her board just in case you find it useful.
Okay, Christian, what did you choose for your bird?
King Vulture.
What?
Ooh, another vulture.
Yep, King.
King
King
vulture.
vulture. Oh, if I know about it, I forgot what it looks like.
That one's
There.
nice. High collar.
Whoa.
Ooh, this gold one, huh?
Yeah, that.
Hi.
What the heck? Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was a helmet.
I kind of like
Helmet
these
with
feathered,
boots.
They look like
Yeah,
made of
yeah.
like
feathered shoulders.
velvet. Like, like a puppet is made out of. Like felt. Oh, felt is a better word, felt.
You might get into some pretty complicated armor, so you just go up here and adjust your search to simple.
Yeah.
You might find something. Either that or leather armor tends to be simpler too, and you can just get the shapes. That's not very good armor. It looks like she lost her arm there. But yeah, like something like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like
Clean
that is
shape.
cool. Can you add that to the little board?
Sure. We'll add that to the bird board here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I got a couple ideas in mind. You can also just add your references to your actual file. But I might give her some hip armor. I might give her some more V patterns here. I gotta be careful. I was doing another armor design and like she couldn't bend forward because these V's were stabbing her in the belly. So maybe I'll end it a little higher, round it off a little more. Maybe have a belt here instead. Oh, Vulture Feet. I gotta look up what do Vulture Feet look like. Oh, 2 toes in front, 2 toes in back. Got it.
one cool thing about vultures is they have such like fluffy, like almost fluff around their legs. It almost looks like they're wearing pants.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of using to my advantage here. I'm going to give her big, floofy pants that are actually her feathers. Let's have her tail stick up because she's ornery and rebellious. A down tail would suggest low energy. Either that or some maybe spiky shoulder pads or something. Not shoulder pads, shoulder armor. There's a difference. Yeah, looking kind of cool. Kind of like this. You have to choose her weapon also. I've already got a sword with the dog, and I think I had a little slingshot or dagger or something with the cat. And then our mouse was magical, had that wand or staff. This one, I think, because she's short, she needs a little more reach. I'm going to use some kind of spear or staff or something. Maybe make up some kind of weapon.
Hey guys, can I tell you a cool random falcon fact?
Sure.
Yeah, compared to like, like eagles and owls and stuff, falcons are like smaller, weaker, have shorter beaks. However, so instead of doing like, raw strength to hunt, instead they fly up really, really, really high, and then they curl themselves like really small, like almost into like a missile, and like they go and they start hurtling super duper fast towards their target, and they use the force of that to hit them, and it will either like stun or kill their intended target.
Oh.
They must have hard heads.
Yeah.
I don't know what they hit. Did they hit the target with? But man, they're super fast. I'm thinking, should the character have a helmet or a hat or something on their head, like just a little something to like add to it, or should I not bother because it would probably like ruin the what's it called, the like the smoothness that allows them to like glide through air gracefully, whatever that's called.
Aerodynamics?
Aerodynamic, yeah.
I would duplicate the layer and try it out.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking
the
like
helmet could be aerodynamic as well as the head. So.
And I'm trying to think, is there any helmet I can think of? Because most helmets I think of are like flashy. Like big, meant to intimidate rather than to be aerodynamic.
Right.
Mm-hmm. How about the Rocketeer? He had kind of an aerodynamic helmet. All also pretty retro looking.
Oh hey, a guide to. Oh hey, what do you know? A guide to medieval helmets. Thanks, Pinterest.
There you go. Oh, they're quite long tails. Maybe I'll try that.
I feel like I almost want to look up like horse ones because I feel like they're more inclined to that. Anyway. Oh wow, some of these things are very helpful.
I've got my doodly thumbnail type sketch pretty well sorted out for ideas. Thumbnailing is just about ideas, right? So I'm going to lighten my layer, get a new one, call this one Forms, and I'm going to go ahead and do the construction of the character, meaning I'm going back to those simple shapes. I'm going to do a little cleaner this time. And give myself a center line so I know where to put that armor. I like to show where the legs are connecting into the torso when I'm working on a new character. And rather than the anatomy of the bird, I'm going more for the shape of, like with the feathers, not the bones underneath. I can see how my perspective is coming out, my foreshortening. See if this all makes sense. Get my proportions in order.
Man, doing head shapes like this just reminds me of like penguins of Madagascar. Like, you know, drawing those characters back in those days.
I don't remember doing Madagascar, did you?
I don't
What?
remember doing
Or you
that.
just mean like on your own, you were drawing Madagascar?
No, they made a show called Penguins of Madagascar, remember?
Oh yeah, the show.
Yeah, I thought you meant we had a class on it. I don't remember that.
Oh no. No, that was just like me as a kid.
Aha.
Gotcha. Memories.
Man, I remember, like, part of me is really nostalgic for like weird, unpopular like show fandoms. Like,
I'm sure there's lots out there. I just didn't watch too many. All mine are pretty mainstream.
Like, there was Tough Puppy, there was Penguins of Madagascar, there was weirdly.
Yeah, those penguins weren't popular. I thought they were fantastic. I
Yeah,
love
I
them.
thought they were hoot. They were so funny.
Yeah, the show is way better than the movie. And I used to love it so much. And like, part of me looks back on the shit, like, will learn about like a cool new animal, and I'll think, oh man, that would have been such a cool Penguins of Madagascar OC.
Yeah.
Because we lived in a zoo, and you could like do almost any animal that you
Yeah.
wanted because it's a zoo.
Because it's a zoo.
I never got creative though, because I was new to the whole scene.
Well, right. You just start small, of course.
Yeah.
You can always go back because it's still a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could for nostalgia.
And if you haven't already, be sure to save your work.
Yeah, I'm doing this, and I kind of like the helmet look. I don't know if I like the design itself, but I do enjoy the helmet look.
Well, that's good. You know, you like the idea.
Yeah, like I'm doing like the drawings. I drew them with like with and without a helmet. It's like I like them better without it. I mean, with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it adds a bit more of a shape and also a bit more character to them.
Excellent. Can we see, or are you still working on it?
I'm still like in the nailing stage because I'm just having like disabled. It's
What's
not
that?
letting me do it, but
It might be because I'm sharing. Let me stop my share and see if that works.
nope, not allowed.
How about now?
Yep, okay, allowed. Yeah, like just doing the general idea of the
Oh yeah,
characters that
I
I'm wearing a
like the
hat.
helmet. I'd vote to keep it.
Yeah,
I
it
like
does
to
remind
see
me a
the.
bit of a villain look though, but whatever.
That's fine, because you know your our cat thief is already kind of shifty looking too, with her mask and all that.
Yeah, true enough.
Yep, looking good to me. I'd keep going.
Thanks. We're gonna like the clothes and coming like with a good shape.
Yeah, it's all about the shape.
Yeah, I did come up with it, so it's something I kind of liked, but the character, but like it's way too humany.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it looked 100% out of place.
already 6 o'clock, so we've got
Oh, geez, I feel so bad. This kid.
about 25 minutes maybe.
Okay, I got a concept.
All right, let me stop my share and put your video up.
Okay, this guy, I'm not sharing a screen because I haven't done it on it.
Okay.
So he has no hand. He's more of a Wolverine sort of guy, and he has knives that's
Is that a
out of
bonus?
the end of his feathers.
That's cool.
He uses his feet as hands because he's mostly flying, so he drops bombs. He has 2 double holsters bombs.
Wow.
I feel like it would be a bit easier to tell he's flying if, like, the bottom, the one leg is more curled.
Well,
Like-
he's standing right now.
Oh, I thought he said he was flying.
When he's fighting, he's going to be flying.
They're
He's
gonna be
never,
fine with
he's not a runner. He's a flyer. So
I like it.
he can walk, but he's just lifted up that one leg to show you what he can do.
Yeah.
Those are his hands.
Yeah, I think it can work because they do the same thing with Crane and Kung Fu Panda. He just uses his feet.
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah.
hands. So it can definitely work, yeah.
Wait,
I like the Wolverine.
Like that. Like the knives are more like the peacock guy.
Oh yeah, he uses blades too. I don't think they came out of his wings though. I think
Oh, they did, remember? Oh, wait, you know, you're right. You might be right. My bad.
the bad guy who was a peacock in the second movie with
Oh, yeah, that guy.
with the sheep
Yeah, I don't quite remember.
eating his robes.
He was really.
But yeah, you know, it might be that I should make him fly, and that'll give me more room on the page anyway to put a lot of, you know, why do they all have to stand in line?
Yeah, that's true. You can have him flying up off the ground. Kind of depends where you put his shadow too. You can have him on the ground or flying.
Man, one funny thing about birds is like their legs often go higher than they look like they go.
Yeah, those feathers covering the bottom kind of.
Yeah, they all.
I think that, yeah. No, not liking that either. Where's my other characters? Let's get them on here. Oh, not the one I want.
I'm having a bit of trouble, like, striking a good balance. That
Yeah,
I'm
character design is hard.
Yeah, because it feels like I'm either doing like a clothed bird, or like it goes so human it doesn't look like they belong there. I feel like I am starting to get there though.
That's good. Sometimes you just gotta look at the characters you've already done and try to figure out how you got the balance with them, and then how can you apply it to the next one. I noticed mine kind of went Disney style because they always do kind of go Disney style. So I'm gonna try to stick to that.
Oh, here's one that I can show you that I'm starting to like better.
Okay, let me. Am I sharing? I don't know. Go ahead and try it. See if it works. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like the big feather fingers for yours. Seems to fit.
Thanks. Yeah, once again, I feel like it's already bipedal, so it's like finding a good balance is a bit difficult. Because if you make it look too human, then you can obviously tell.
Mm-hmm.
If you make it look too bird, it's really obvious too.
Well, I think the hands being the wings kind of bring the human element. So even if you make the legs really bird-like, I don't think it'll go too bird-like.
Yeah, that is a good point. Oh, I'm sorry, I should stop screen now.
For some reason, I'm looking at myself.
Let's see what happened here.
Put yourself back on because Mickey stopped sharing.
Oh, okay. I gotta share my screen again. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're seeing something interesting.
No nostril because that's the pain to draw for these animators. Trying to give her a few more round shapes because she's looking pretty scary.
So wait. What weapons did Betsy decide on? Betsy, what did you decide on giving your weapon?
I kind of made one up. It's gonna be like a long staff with some kind of metal ring attached to it.
Huh.
I think it might be a Xena thing where it takes it off and throws it.
Yeah, a lot of bird characters do have staffs. Like, even didn't Crane have a staff?
On mine? Oh, you mean on Kung Fu Panda?
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
They kind of trained with a lot of different things. But when they actually fought, they just used empty hands, as I remember. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Yeah.
I think I might put a ponytail instead with her feathers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that better.
Yeah, that's a nice look.
I need to draw it better though. Let's put that there.
Oh my.
Something
I'm
else?
trying to look up weapons and I found a cool one that's like a belt that turns into a sword.
Whoa.
Which isn't good for my character, but it's still pretty cool.
Yep, that's where you stick it somewhere. You can use it later.
just trying to think. Okay, a bird, like they're birds or they fly, and they need something somewhat light to, so they don't get weighed down.
Yes, that's a good thought.
Maybe some sort of axe. I know, like I'm trying to think of like barbarian weapons, and it's like most of them are like really like big, heavy stuff.
Heavy.
Mm.
Which maybe if I gave my character that, maybe they'd look more impressive. But
Maybe something like those Australian, you throw them in a boomerang that also kind of flies and it's up in the air and it wouldn't weigh too much, but you throw it and it comes back to you.
I don't know. That doesn't really give me a night vibe.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, most knights don't use boomerangs. Most knights don't use projectiles, and most knights don't fly. So you might have to find your own kind of balance between those two.
That is a good point.
What do they use in Breath of the Wild? What do the bird people use?
They used arrows mostly.
Oh, that makes sense. Might do something with arrows.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look up what Crane from Kung Fu Panda fought with really quick. Okay, Kung Fu Panda Crane. Did you ever watch the TV show?
No, my sister said it wasn't that great, so I didn't watch that one. But I did watch, there was like a couple of shorts on like how they became the Furious Five or Fantastic Five. No, not Fantastic. It must have been the Furious Five. Oh, maybe that's where Crane was using his staff. I remember he was like sweeping first.
Yeah, like he
was
did
the janitor, right? And then he.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that might have been where he was using his staff.
Oh wow, there's Crane X, a lot more Crane X Viper shipping art than I thought there would be.
Like, oops, I was looking for that.
I don't know, I don't blame them. I guess take your shits where you can find them. I see no pictures of him using any weapons.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just use their kung fu. Just about 15 minutes left.
Yep, I think I'm gonna stop now because I'm starting to get into like gender bent Crane like Minecraft skin, and like I don't think I'm gonna find what I want.
Yep, you went down the rabbit hole there.
Oh wait, I just remembered Guardians of Gahul. That movie they had birds wielding weapons.
Oh, did they? think I saw that one.
Yeah, Guardians of Ga'Hoole. They had like armor and they wielded weapons.
Well, there you go. See if there's anything worth stealing.
I heard some people say they don't like the movie because it goes in a different direction than the books, but whatever. I've never read them. I don't even think I ever watched this movie fully through.
No, I don't think I did either. I don't think you were coming at that time, maybe. Travis used to tell me all about the books.
Okay, weapons. Will you show me weapons? Will you show me anything? Oh yeah, they did. They show you like, oh cool. Wow, that's really cool. Like talon swords.
Oh,
Oh my.
well, there you go.
Oh my. Oh my. I think this is like a fan thing, or maybe it's concept art. It's like something for like what's it called? Where it's like you've got like a spiked metal ball on a chain.
Mace, maybe?
Yeah, yeah, they've gotten that, which is
Oh,
cool.
how's the
It's got,
bird gonna swing that around?
I don't know. I never watched it. Yeah, I like this though. I like the concept art. I like how they have little special handles that the little bird feet can grab onto.
Definitely steal some of that.
Ronnie's wondering, how would the bird hold this though? Like, what kind of like sheath would they use? But it's like, I don't really care enough right now. Hey, can I show you guys really quick this? Because I'm trying to sketch it out, but I don't know if I'll finish it in time, so I just want to show you these bird weapons.
Sure.
And while you're doing it.
Right now.
Okay, there it is.
Oh, like talon armor, like talon blades. Interesting.
Yeah, and then you've also got like a little ball and chain, which connects to like little bird handles.
Oh, cool, cool. I don't know how they swing that around, but neat idea.
I guess like they fly around and use like the force, like the
Yeah,
force of.
I'm thinking that they're spinning on their legs, but maybe they just fly around and then wall up somebody with it. Kind of brutal,
Yeah.
but kind of neat.
Sorry, I just think it's so cool that I just wanted to show you that real quick.
Yeah, for sure. If you're talking to us, Kristen, you're muted, I think. I'm not sure if you're on the phone or not.
My phone was ringing, but I'm not saying anything interesting at all.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Come back, Betsy. Now I'm looking at me. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at you. At your.
I think your arms got a little wonky though. I gotta fix that. Let's go back to this one. On that one.
Actually backing it out, I think I might just give her a regular sword now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, it's up to you. We're not really gonna finish today anyway, so you've got a week to think it over.
Doesn't have to be a Bonkai sword. It can be just a sword.
thinking like more of a paladin. I'm thinking kind of paladin-y for this character.
More like a holy knight.
Yeah, like we're kind of ish. Less of the holiness and more of like just sort of following the king's orders or whatever, like more to the letter. Where Digger, I don't know, it's like this is more of my headcanon for this TV show.
Mm-hmm.
But Diggory mostly just got it for like his bloodline. And the bird is mad about that, which is understandable.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, and I figure it's like, they're like, they have the bird has like more armor where Diggory is kind of like a bit of a fancy man, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they follow the rules, Diggory doesn't. They have stuff to learn from each other.
Yeah. I bet you this vulture character or a bird character gets things done as long as you don't ask how, right? Oops.
Yeah, 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 that's how I figure. Oh, also one thing I did is I decided that the mouse character,
Mm-hmm.
like I mentioned last class, I didn't draw it, but one thing I think is like the mouse character rides on the magic wand like a witch rides a broom,
Yeah, that'd be
so
cute.
she can so she can sort of be face to face and not have to climb over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me for a second thought, ooh, what if she had like magical fairy wings? But then it's like, ooh, that would be a major ripoff. That would be a little too much inspiration from Sleeping Beauty. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. In your head, is Diggory's dad still alive?
Yeah, in my head he is, but show I'm sure doesn't actually say whether or not he is.
It is what?
Like in the, if this were a real TV show, I don't know if they would visit his dad or anything, but in my mind, he's retired in some fancy house on a hill.
Man, one consequence of giving them wing arms is that they have huge hands.
That's right. Costs and benefits. Everything has a cost and a cost and a benefit.
So, is this like, are we finished like with the main lineup of heroes?
That's a good question. I just picked out the animals and I hadn't finished writing all of their uh, profiles yet. So we could have some villains, maybe a rival team. Because we've done 4 so far, right? So if we do the 4 good guys and the 4 rival team, that might be fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I feel like if you add any more like main hero characters, you're gonna end up like My Little Pony 6 main character territory,
Yeah,
which can get confusing.
that's true. Didn't even think about that, but it kind of makes sense that whoever is the villain would have their own team.
Part of me is sad now because I figure, oh, the lizard's probably gonna end up being a bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could be the reverse, where we're kind of making this bird character look like they might betray the team. Maybe the crocodile's kind of a good guy who's just like, guys, I don't think we need to do this. And might secretly help the good guys every once in a while.
yeah, that could be a good idea.
Or we could have a couple of neutral characters. Maybe the crocodile's just, shopkeeper or something that is the one they go to when they need a certain potion or directions to a certain place.
Okay, I'm trying it with more poses. Like to more pose the character a bit more dynamically so I can get a better sense of them and I'm enjoying this a bit more.
Cool.
Yeah.
Some days I really like one part of the process, and other days I really don't. This must be a day you're into different angles and poses.
Well, yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like that because I feel like after working on character design for so long,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes that you're better off like sort of drawing them in like rather than just sort of standing there like blankly. You're better off like trying out different poses, sort of
Yeah,
like
definitely. To feel like make sure that the costume can move in the ways you want them to move.
Yeah, like you said, you find out they can't
Yeah.
move at all because their costume's too big, or they have armor that doesn't have segments.
Yep. Hmm.
oh hey, like before class ends, like after you stop recording, can I show you guys a little bit of art that I've messed around with?
Sure.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay.
No, we like to see it.
Oh geez, oh no, I've been drawing on the wrong layer. Oh no.
Oh no, every artist.
That is so discouraging.
Oh, it's already 6:28. I'll go ahead and save my work and stop sharing, and you can show us right
Oh yeah, show us quick.
Oh wait. This is mostly the bird. I'm gonna show you like the pose I was working on really quick.
Okay, let me stop recording since our class is just about over.